Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Tech King here. I thought I'd just do a short video real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this USB cable out, get that out of our way, but we're actually going to open this up real quick. Something came to my attention when I started playing around with the fan settings in the BIOS on my desktop here. I got it set up in such a way to make the machine quieter. Basically, if I'm just browsing the web or something like that, only the bottom case fan comes on. Now, that's okay. The problem is all my hard drives are sitting right here. There's two front case fans, and what I'd like to do, I've only got so many headers on the motherboard, so I've actually got a splitter, and I cannot control the two front fans individually. So what I decided to do, I'm going to pull the splitter off the top here, and then I'm going to connect the top front fan up to that header, and then I'm going to connect the bottom front fan to the splitter with the bottom case fan. And that will kind of give me a little bit more control there and give me airflow across the hard drives. Because I noticed in my last video where I was messing with the lighting in the case that my hard drives are getting a little toasty. So we're going to dive right into this and get started. And let's see what we can break today. Not really. But I have been known to break things before, so. Alright, so I'm actually thinking that probably I'm going to go ahead and disconnect all my cables. Mainly because I have a feeling I'm going to end up having to take the back panel off to get to some of these cords. I hate the back panel on this thing. Yeah, scratched up. Okay, well, it's a cheap case. What can I expect? Ow! Gotta make the sacrifice to the injury gods, or this video will be terrible. Okay, let's see if we can get this back panel off. The problem with this back panel is there isn't a whole lot of room to work back here. As you can see, it looks pretty messy. And keeping your cables clean on the front makes this kind of a mess, and it's very difficult to work that back case panel on. So when I first put it on there, I literally had to lay the thing over and press down on the panel to get it on. This is the bottom fan, this is the top fan right here. I'm going to go ahead and pull off the splitter on the other side. Peel the motherboard. It's going to be easier said than done. It's kind of up under the fans. That was easier than I thought it would be. Kind of twisted around the cable. So there is our splitter with our bottom front fan connected to it. So let's go ahead and turn this way. We'll worry about getting that top fan reconnected here in a minute. The bottom fan is connected right here. So I'm going to go ahead and feed this through the hole. Right there. So what we'll do, and we've got the cord for this fan kind of running out that hole and then back in to kind of clean it up. We're going to go ahead and stick it out that hole. And then our splitter is going to plug into that fan plug. So there we go. Now we can turn it around again. And there's our bottom case fan power cable, or case fan cable, whatever you want to call it, whatever it's called nowadays. I just think I know this stuff, apparently. There's no good way to do this either. This is going to be really messy, but that's okay. Messy is okay. It's on the back side. Nobody will know. I will know. You guys will know. You're seeing it happen right now. That's gonna That's gonna make the back panel that much harder to get on. Okay. That's okay. Go ahead and unwrap this fan cable. It sticks to here. This is going to be the hard part, getting this plugged in, because it is in an awkward spot. And in an awkward spot, unplugging is always easier than plugging in. And this is going to be a lot easier said than done. And actually means it this time. Oh, yeah. Oh, these fans. There's just no room above the... The problem is the fan header's on the very, very top edge of the motherboard. And in this case, these fans, these top fans, stick down further than the top edge of the motherboard, where the fan header is. It's making it rather difficult. I mean, I can't even see really what I'm doing. I'm kind of having to feel my way where I can see it a little bit through the vent fins. I think I got it. It doesn't want to go on though. Doing it upside down or something? Let's try it again. Oh, come on, it's right there. Why won't it go on the bins? Oh, that's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Where's it? Okay, alright, I see the header right there. But I don't understand why that doesn't go on. Unless I don't have it either. Oh, it just went on. Alright. Like I said, easier said than done. So, it's done now. So now I need to try to clean up that wire because it's right through here. And I want to try to keep wires out of this area. You can see this area from the front case, front cover, side panel. So, I'll bring this up like this, stick it behind there, that might work. Now the tricky part is getting this back cover put back on. This is gonna be difficult. I may end up having to lay it over again because it getting all the deals to line up. Did I just do that on the first try? Alright, well, I got extremely lucky apparently. So I just did that on the first try. I have never got that on the first try until now. So I'm just going to count myself lucky and move on. Okay. Now, before I go ahead and put the side panel back on, I'm going to go ahead and plug everything in and turn it on. I want to make sure all my fans are working. I'm actually going to go into BIOS and I think make a change or two to the fan configuration. All fans are running. Yay! Alright, so we're going to go into fan control. And let's see. Front ones. So the bottom one should come on first. which is going to be that one. So that's the bottom one. Guess I've got to apply that. So basically I've got it set to come on at 20C, and I mean, let's be honest, if your computer's running at less than 20C, I mean, you must be in a walk-in freezer, I guess. I don't know. Because that's pretty stinking cold. PC relative, anyway. Yeah. So, basically, the trick now is, what's that's going to come on? 58C. And that's 60C. So the two top ones come on at 60C, and then should go up to 100% after 75C. And then the top front fan should come on at 58C, and then again reach 100% after 75C. And then the bottom fan and lower front fan come on at 80% at 75C, and then 100% after that. So I kind of gave myself more of a silent fan curve there. We're going to apply all this and exit. There we go. So we should have pretty moderate airflow across the hard drives now, which is good because I don't want those getting toasty. And then I'm sure that does something to the life of the drives, right? It boots still. Of course, I expected that, but you know, whatever. Let's see if we can't get our other fans to come on here. So I'm going to get a little bit closer up here. So you can see, you can't see our bottom one, but it's already running. You got this fan here, which is already running. It's giving us airflow across hard drives. I can feel air coming out this way, but once we put the case cover on, it should go more this way. We've got this fan here, which is not on. You can kind of see the blades right there. And you got these two fans up here, which are also not on. So let's see what we can do about that, shall we? This ought to do it. This ought to raise our temperatures pretty quick. Tools. System stability test. And yeah, just gonna hit that button, and there we go. That's like instant on. It's a CPU stretch test, so I would expect my case fans to go as soon as I hit start on that. Because my temperatures are already sitting in the 60s and 70s on the CPU. So it went up pretty quick, obviously. Let's, I'm gonna go ahead and stop that. And they went back up. Now I'm gonna try running Premiere Pro. I saw a couple times running Premiere Pro where the front fans fired off. So I'm gonna see if I can't make it just toasty enough to get that one other front fan to come on. Oh, there it went. So you see, it just went back off. But this fan here came on for just a little bit. These stayed off up here. Of course, if I go to like export video, then it's gonna really start kicking up.
What's going on sticking here? I'm coming at you with another video today.
Playing around in Premiere Pro, it's getting that other fan to come on. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting some action. All the fans just came on. They're not at 100%. I did have to adjust my fan curve because they were just absolutely screaming anytime I did anything. It was a pretty I don't know what you want to call it, but the fan curve, it would kick him up to 100% really way before it needed to. It just made the thing loud. I mean, these are the Silent Series red LED fans from Corsair. Yeah. Heat pipes warm? Oh, not really. Yeah, no warm. Barely warmer than air temperature though, so it's not bad. It does the Cooler Master, I believe that's the Evo 212. That's not the original fan, but I believe that's the Evo 212. Does a pretty good job of cooling that 6700K, running at 4.4 gigahertz, I believe. Yeah, no, okay, there it goes. That's weird. I need to change that. Oh well, doesn't matter. It's to do with power usage. It's not running at full clock, just because nothing's taxing the processor. But right here, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's right now it's 33, 36, so 3.3, 3.6 gigahertz. If I start up something like AIDA64 and start a CPU stress test, of course all the fans come on, but you'll see right here it's running at a solid 4408.80 megahertz, so basically 4.4 gigahertz. So it does a pretty good job of cooling, even running a CPU stress test. I see temperatures in the, so I mean, they're just all over the place. So it does a pretty good job. 60s, 70s, 50s every once in a while, and a few 80s. I mean, see, we got some maximums, 81, 83, 80, 81, but you don't really see a whole lot of 80s, which is pretty good. I mean, it's the heat pipes and everything are still cool to the touch. So it's definitely doing its job as far as cooling that processor. But yeah, anyway, that's going to be about it for the fans. As you can see, those three spun down again, which is exactly what we want them to do. And we're going to run that configuration and see how it goes, and I think that will really help on our hard drive temperature. So anyway guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.